Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. My wife, a few days ago, had an animal sighting south of here. Let's say about maybe a kilometer or two. At first, the way she described it to me, she said, "Yeah, it was a lynx, had a long tail." I'm like, "No, lynxes do not have long tails," and I've seen lynx in this area before. And the way she described it to me is it fit the description of a cougar. Now, there aren't supposed to be any cougars in the area that I live in. And people have seen cougars before, and it's always controversial. And the Ministry of Natural Resources continually says that that animal does not live here. So, having said that, with it being winter, I'm going to have to look close at any animal track I may come across to see what it looks like. I'm not an expert in animal tracking whatsoever, but I can definitely tell if something looks out of their ordinary that I have not seen out here before, because I'm out in this bush a lot. The joke I like to tell people is I've been known to spend more time in the bush than the average moose. That's what I like to say, because I love spending time outdoors. So we'll have to see what happens this winter if I come across anything. Out on this walk before, I've heard foxes talking back and forth to each other, because they chirp and they click, I guess you could say. So I've heard that before. And out here in this area, actually at my house, we've heard fox screams, right? So they're here. Foxes are here. But the way she described this animal to me was it fit the description of a cougar. And she said the animal looked feline, right? So she drove past it in her car, and she saw the glowing eyes up at her. Now the other interesting thing is that on this path, last year, I came up here and with the dog, obviously, and I saw glowing eyes up this trail up here. Come on, Bubs. So we'll have to see, like the glowing eyes I saw, they were right about here. So I was standing down there, right down there, and I saw the glowing eyes right here. And the glowing eyes are maybe about that high off the ground. But, could have been a dog. Could have even been a wolf. Could have been anything like that. I doubt it was like a cougar or anything like that. But my wife, if she did see a cougar, she's incredibly lucky, because those are very rare to see. We also have wolverines here, north of here. I know someone who's a trapper, and they've caught 2 wolverines trapping in this area. And in your lifetime, you're only allowed 1. So he says that after he caught the second one, he had to turn in, because he's a very ethical person. That's the rules as I understand it. Yeah. So it's about -2 or -3. Oh, I just heard something. The large thump. It's about -2, -3. Oh, it's actually not that cold. And my last video, I think this snow's going to melt. I'm like, no, I don't see that happening. The snow's here to stay. This is an interesting trail. Some sort of animals were in this path down. Could be foxes, could be dogs. Something's in there that's attracting their attention. because like there's no clear path for a human to walk up. Go right through there. Yeah, something. Maybe even be rabbit. Maybe an animal path. Pretty windy. Best thing about this time of year, no mosquitoes, no bugs. But it does get dark very early. Before the solstice, it'll get dark around 4:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30. Completely dark. And then the longest day of the year, it stays light out till around 10:30, 11. So yeah, very much a place of extremes. Stop and see if I can hear anything. Yeah. So down that way, there's some power lines going over a bridge, and on those power lines, they're above water. The bridge is going over water, and those power lines have metal pylons on them, so the float plane pilots can see the power lines. So occasionally when I'm up here, I will hear those pylons blowing in the wind. Looks like someone was up here and they cut down a poplar tree. I wonder if they did it for firewood. That could have just been a tree that fell down with the snow on it. A possibility. A lot of people around here will, help to maintain the area by cutting down trees that are blocking trails or walking areas to make it ease of use. Well, I think that's all I gotta share for now. Come on, Bubs. Pretty good day out. Well, day for me at least. I have to say that since I've okay, so something that happened to me yesterday was last week at my work. We built a sweat lodge. We worked so hard on it. So what's involved building a sweat lodge is you go out, you cut down the ash poles, you take them back and you use those ash poles to build the structure. And to build it, you gotta, dig the poles into the ground and then put poles around it to secure it. And it's like the structure is so steady that you can actually climb on top of it and sit there. Like, it's that strong. And then you get tarps to cover it. So Thursday we were really hard. We complete the sweat lodge. Friday we were supposed to do a sweat, and I was super excited to go into the sweat. I've done one other one, and driving to work where the sweat lodge is, I end up in a ditch. Things happen for a reason. Maybe the spirits didn't want me to go to the sweat for some reason, or I felt like I wasn't ready. Who knows? I'm just glad I didn't get hurt or no one else got hurt. And a friend of mine stayed with me until I could get the tow truck to come and pull me out. Yeah, those things happen. But the word is that we're going to do another sweat, because not everyone was able to participate in this one. And since I've started to participate in more ceremonies and do more of this work, I felt my mind is like a mental change. My mind has been changing for the better, I feel. I often talk about how in my work I'm guided by spirits, There's two spirits in particular that I work very close with my work. And every day I'm at the office, I offer them tobacco. And, you know, even when I'm at home, I think about them. Not any kind of like creepy kind of way. I don't know. I hope it don't sound strange to you folks out there, but you know, like they're important to me, right? Like they guide me in the work that I do. And I had a dream once where I saw two First Nations men come towards me in my dream, and their bodies were painted ceremonially, and they're dressed not in a lot of clothing, and their bodies were like shaking and vibrating, you know, like they were dancing, but their like bodies were shaking, vibrating. And to me, I get the impression that those were spirits coming to me, those two spirits coming to me, make their presence known to me because of the work that I do. And you know, I do my best to honor them and to do the best work that I possibly can to help people heal, which is what I do for my work, is I do my best to help people heal, help them with their wellness. My background, my education is actually in kinesiology, exercise support science, and like wellness, so it's my wheelhouse. Anyways, like, comment, give you a topic to discuss, or just to say hello. I like it when people comment. Say hello, give me a thumbs up if you, I know one person has. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the thumbs up. It suddenly got very quiet. The wind was blowing, not just 10 seconds ago when it stopped. That's the dog walking. Interesting. Okay. Maybe the spirits heard me talking about them. Hope they're not angry with me. When I'm done this video, I'm going to offer them tobacco. Okay. Hope you folks have a great day and great evening or whatever it looks like for you. See you folks.